right to stand up for what you believe, and I read Facebook, and that you're admirable and you're great, but I don't think you thought of the consequences of that action. When they resign, and solicitor can correct me if I'm wrong, you look around this table. What they have done is put the power in these 4 people to appoint your representatives for the next 2 years. So you will have 4 people who you did not vote for. Now, I commend anybody. I'm the first one to stand up for what I believe. And maybe in the heat of the moment, they forgot that their actions do have consequences. And I talked to Brenda about that today. So it may not be very popular, and I can tell, I wholeheartedly think you're great for standing up to what you believe in, but what you've ultimately done is put the power in these 4 people to elect and seat your representatives for the next 2 years. Now, my only hope is that we have the intelligence, the wisdom, and the courage to appoint good people. Thank you.
Yes, Mayor, or not, excuse me, former Mayor. Sorry.
Andrea East at 628 South. As I appreciate everyone's opinion, Nancy, I know you, and I probably did leave in a snit. However, what I'm about to tell you is public knowledge. It's not anything that anybody doesn't know. Because before I even decided to run for mayor, it was already brought to my attention what the plan was to remove Nancy Freenock from office. And over the course of the last 2 years, I have watched it take place, and I think sometimes integrity is overshadowed by passion and wanting to do something based on you feel so personal about it, and I caught myself in it, okay? I was there too. But we all know that Mr. Walters had a problem with Nancy. It was brought on very early by all council members due to something that happened at the fire hall and using fire millage. We all knew that Earl Zerfoss had a problem with Nancy because he feels she's the one who put the policeman into arbitration. And we don't all know what happened regarding a public works position that unfortunately I believe Chuck may blame Nancy for, but that was entirely my doing. I caught something that wasn't done, I think, dishonestly. It was done to help a friend, but you know what? You've got to follow the law. And over the course of the last 2 years, I've watched these things occur, and it just got to the point where, you know what? I would rather be with my 2-year-old daughter than deal with all of this crap. Because it gets to a point, you know what? Passion is fabulous, but the law is the law. And what you did, you used that contract to your advantage, and that's how you got Nancy out. So you can sit there and say that everything's fine, and you just got rid of a contract, but we all know, dude, you told me at a wedding, Joey Marshall's wedding, what your plan was. Yes. I mean, I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with applause, because this comes down to where we have to now let bygones be bygones. Okay, let's assume Nancy's done. God bless her for the last 6 years. God bless Carol for the years before that. But we are here at this point, okay? I am at a point where I have a business. My husband has a business. And last night I was sitting here going, should I even say anything? Because I'm afraid that I'll lose customers over it. Or people won't respect my opinion. But it comes down to where we're all here together. And you see the passion from this side. And we've seen the passion from your side. So I am imploring you from this point forward, when you do go to a point, please try and find someone from the university. We have to keep that relationship open. I don't care, Earl, if you hate them with a passion. I appreciate the passion, but you dislike them, and we need them. You know, as far as the Chamber of Commerce, we need the Chamber of Commerce. Look into possibly having someone on it. If Chief Hall can be a representative from council on Chamber, why can't someone from the Chamber be on council? I mean, we need to keep these doors open. This cannot be closed off. And I think what we all realize here is we live in an awesome town. I love Clarion. I absolutely love it. Heck, I love my husband. Hey, Dave. I mean, I appreciate all of you. I love you as neighbors. I appreciate you as customers, as people I see on the street. Let's not forget about that. And you know what? I apologize for walking out. I let you guys down, and I'm very sorry about that. But I started to think how much time and effort I was going to have to put in fighting against the 4 or 3 or 2 or whatever it would be to make certain that what needs to be done is done correctly and to the law. So I apologize. And there's no way I can take it back at this point, but moving forward, I will do whatever I can to assist you all in whatever capacity. Please know that. I have no personal vendetta feelings towards any of you. I adore your passion, Earl. 30 years, how'd you put up with all this crap? I mean, seriously. Carol, being the borough manager, dude, you work at the fire department. I mean, you're bringing representation here that we desperately need. And Chuck, I mean, I realize what just happened with your business and everything, but you need to be here because you're now that guy that's going to have issues just like the rest of us who are fighting for everyday needs. You know, I mean, it comes down to where we just have to like put it behind us and say, okay, here we go. And that's all I have to say.
Elizabeth Fulmer again. In that spirit, back to the question, how can we make